Hello, everyone, and welcome to the third week of Easter. And I'm just waiting for Milton to stop swinging from the rafters. Milton, can you get down and go to your room now?
Okay, all right.
Thank you. This show is so much better when Milton is with me here, or because when I'm by myself, I feel a little nervous. So, thank you, Milton. Oh, yeah. Well, you were sure swinging there, and what a beautiful necklace you have on today.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Looks sharp.
It's a leaf.
Yes, and the green against your brown fur is really nice.
Thank you.
That's cool. Way to go, Milton. I guess I should start wearing a necklace or a tie too, eh?
You look good.
Oh, thanks, Milton. I appreciate the compliment. All right. Well, hello, everyone. This is the third week of Easter, and we are back with the prayer table once again. If you've been watching for the last couple of weeks, you've sort of seen how we have moved the prayer table along into Easter now, and now we're in the third week of Easter. And right away, I thought that I would make just a couple of changes. Because this is a small table, I can't put everything on the table that I would like to. So today, what I did just before the camera was turned on, is we emptied this bowl bowl where we've had the water in, which symbolizes new life that comes with Easter. And I'm going to bring this bowl back to the kitchen. And today, we are going to replace the bowl with a candle, which is another great symbol of Easter. Every church, you may notice, has a very large Easter candle for the beginning of the Easter season, and it's there in the church for the whole year. It's called a Paschal candle. Now, this isn't an official Paschal candle that's been blessed or anything like that, but it is a nice, beautiful candle. And I put a little pin inside onto the candle of a cross. And this is sort of going to symbolize the light of Christ, which is born anew for the world during the season of Easter. Now, if any of you are going to put a candle on your table, maybe you want to talk to your parents first. Hey, what do you think, Milton?
Definitely.
Yeah, why is that? Or do I even have to ask? I think we know, don't we?
I think we know.
Yeah, we just want to be careful with candles. Nowadays, of course, you can buy the candles that are electric. You turn them on and they sort of glow nice. So then if that's the case, I suppose you could make your own little candle and even decorate it like a Paschal candle. That's something that you could do for your prayer table as well. So today I have the candle on. I won't light it today, but it is something that perhaps in my prayers that I can light. And it's a reminder to me about the light of Christ, which is born into the world. To go with the Easter candle today, last week you may remember we made a rainbow, which is a sign of hope in this season of spring, and it's a sign of hope that Christ brings to us during Easter. And I also drew a picture of the moon, which is a reminder to us again of the mystery of Easter, because the first Sunday of Easter comes after the first full moon of spring. And so today I am going to try to draw a sun. And I use the word try because I am not a very good drawer, but I try my best.
Yes, you are. You're a good drawer.
Thanks, Milton. I always like a little bit of positivity there. That's good. Thank you. So, let's see if I can do this. Since I did a spiral with the moon, I'm tempted to sort of do the same thing with the sun, but I think I'll do it slightly different today, because I think if there's one thing all of us have learned to draw by now, it is probably the sun. So instead of spirals, I'll just draw circles. A circle is also a symbol of God. I don't know if you knew that. A circle doesn't have a beginning or an end. It's forever, just like God. So, yeah, little facts, eh, Milton?
I like it.
Yeah, and then I'm just going to draw some beams coming out of the sun. I don't know, maybe I should put some yellow and red in there too, eh, Milton? What do you think?
I like the colors.
Yeah, me too. There we are. And I'm not going to get too fancy today with the yellow and the red, but I will. Maybe I'll just go like that and like that. I wonder if you folks at home can probably put a little more artistic skill into it than I can, eh? But so Milton, I'm going to give this to you.
Yay.
If you don't mind bringing it upstairs to Princess Zarazarinda so she can cut it out.
Any excuse to see Princess Zarazarinda? I
Indeed.
love her.
Yes.
I love her. I love her.
You're always looking for an excuse to do something, eh? Can't sit still for long. Here you
Right
go.
Here, right here. Oh, thank you.
Thank you. There we go. Right on. Now, one thing else I did, my friends. Last week, you may remember I put a sign of I drew a picture of a butterfly to put on the Easter tree. Today, I thought I would bring up another image of Easter. I don't know if you can see that or not. Again, you have to excuse my drawing, but I drew a gardener. A gardener is another symbol of Easter for a couple of reasons. Number one, in the Bible, when the risen Jesus is by the tomb and his friends come to visit him, the women who followed him in his ministry, they come to the tomb and they see the gardener there and they don't recognize the fact that it's actually Jesus. They think he's a gardener. It's sort of a beautiful little mystery about the Easter stories, how sometimes people don't recognize Jesus. And today, in fact, in the third week of Easter, we heard another reading from the gospel about two disciples walking to a village and Jesus was walking with them and they didn't even recognize him. So anyways, with this image of the gardener, we also have, again, spring and new life that's coming along. And so I'm just going to hang the gardener from the tree
Mr. Bueller,
as an Easter symbol.
I have the sunshine.
Already? Man, you move fast.
Monkeys too.
I guess so.
Here you go.
I'm just trying to figure out this gardener. There we go. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, and you put tape on it. Wonderful. I'll put the sun maybe above the rainbow and above the moon, since the sun is sort of the master of it all, I suppose.
Looks good.
Yeah. Hey, what direction does the sun rise from? The east or the west?
You're asking me hard questions again.
I'm sorry. How about I give you a clue? It rhymes with beast. The sun rises in the...
East.
Thank you,
East.
Milton. Wow, you leave me on pins and needles.
Ooh.
Yes, the sun rises in the east, which is another symbol again of Easter. All right. Well, I thought that today I should maybe mention as well, there's a patron saint for gardeners. And in fact, there's a whole bunch. There's I have a list here I thought I did. Saint Dorothy and Saint Isidore, Saint Fiacre from Ireland, an ancient name, and Saint Focus and Saint Patrick, a whole bunch of saints that are patron saints of gardeners. And one of the saints is Saint George. And he's sometimes called the Dragon Slayer. You see
I have
this?
a cousin named George.
You do?
I do. He's very curious.
Curious. You can almost call him Curious George, I suppose.
He is a bit curious.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wonder if anyone else has met Curious George. Is Curious George famous?
Not bad.
A little bit, eh? Show business runs in your family, I guess, because look at you. You're on a TV show, too. Yeah, well done. So this is St. George. Here he is fighting a dragon. George lived a long time ago and started a Christian community a long time ago, about 1700 years ago in modern-day Iran. And there's a legend about him fighting a dragon and saving a young lady who was supposed to be sacrificed to the dragon so that the people could grow their gardens. But George said, we don't need to do that. And he took care of the dragon, saved the lady, and helped the whole village out. And he became a patron saint of gardeners. So, we'll remember St. George today.
Oh, man.
Right on. Okay, so in our prayer table, as you may remember, my friends, we've got an image here. I'm reminded every week to pray for the students in our school board. I have some geese here. When I go to Bishop Below, one of the images of their school is geese, and so I've always thought of the James Bay Coast and geese as being a nice relationship with one another. And so I have geese here to remind me about our students who are on the James Bay Coast right now, praying that they're well. And then today, I thought, if we want to continue our prayers and expand our prayers, what about praying for our teachers?
Yes,
Yeah?
that's a good idea.
Yeah. Do you miss your teacher?
I miss them so much.
Yeah. You had fun with your teachers, eh?
They help us every day.
Yes, indeed. I agree with you. So, with that in mind, I'm reminded to pray for our teachers. This is actually, I don't know if you can see this or not, it's a chalkboard. And I've written my teacher on there. Okay, so this is just a reminder And my prayer table's a little small, so I'm just going to put this behind the tree that I have here. By the way, speaking of gardeners and all that, do you remember last week I planted a couple of beet seeds? Can you take a look at that? That's in 1 week. I put those seeds in there and look at them. I really didn't expect them to grow that fast, I must confess. In fact, I was a little nervous that when we were at the third Sunday of Easter, I wouldn't have anything to show you guys except dirt. But those little plants have just sprung up very fast. That's an inch tall there. So a couple more weeks and I might have to move these little seedlings into a larger pot. But again, this might be a great year for all of us to do some gardening, eh? So there was one more thing I thought I would do today before we close off our presentation, our show today. And that is, I thought that I would show you how to make a bird feeder. And I sort of thought about this. Why would I want to show you how to make a bird feeder? Well, first of all, it's really exciting when birds come to your yard to feed. And the second thing I thought is, you know, at the prayer table here, we get so excited about things and we're remembering all the beautiful things that God gives us in nature and the friends we have and so on. And we pray for people and for concerns. And then you get so happy about things or so excited about things that you sort of end up wanting to share it with the world. And so I thought one way we can just sort of share our excitement and our love of nature is to move it from the prayer table into our backyard. So I thought today that I would just show you how I can make a bird feeder. Maybe with your parents, you want to try doing the same thing. What I took was an old cream carton here. And the first thing I did, and again, you might want your parents to help you out with the scissors, but I cut a little hole in each side of this thing at the bottom. And now I am just going to, let's see if I can use my work table, my portable work table here, just to do some cutting. I think you can see what I'm doing. That's going to be the little window or the little door where the birds will look through and see their seeds.
I think they're going to like that.
Yes. And so when they're in the trees eating from here, Milton, you're going to have to be very careful not to swing from the trees and scare the birds away. You know what I mean?
You can count on me.
I figured as much. So I'm going to cut the other window here. All right. I'm going to cut it down a little more. Good. Now, before I have a twig here, or a stick that I'm going to put through the bottom for birds to perch on. But before I do that, I thought that I would just put a couple of pictures on the bird feeder to decorate it. And that's just an optional thing, eh? You don't have to do that.
Can I help?
Yes, in a moment. I'm going to just quickly draw a picture of a bird. And then I'm going to give it to you to tape on. Is that okay?
Yes.
Is that a plan? Okay.
Sounds good.
All right. So, let's see if you can see. I'm going to try to draw this picture, and I would like you to be able to see it too. You know, put some little feet on the bird. Now, if you wanted to, I suppose you could even color the bird. What color should I make the bird, Milton?
Yellow.
Yellow.
Like bananas.
Yellow like bananas. Are you getting hungry again?
A little bit.
So last week you told me you only eat one banana a day, but is that true, Milton? There we go. So, I'm going to take this bird with the yellow, and I'm going to take this, so you can run up and give this to Princess Arizarenta to glue on.
Sounds
We'll
good.
just sort of glue it on like this. All right, so first I'll give you the picture.
Got it?
And is that it? I'll keep the bird feeder, Milton.
Got it.
Oh, okay. It's so big, Milton.
Got it. I got it.
Don't fall over. Can you imagine if Milton fell over? Wouldn't like that at all. All right. So there's a couple more things we will do while we're waiting for Milton. One is I'm just going to, this is a twig that I found off a cedar tree outside. And I'm going to just cut it off about here, like that. And I'll show you how I do use that. And then we need some string to tie the bird, to put on the bird feeder so we can hang it from a tree branch. All right. Now the other thing that I have, and I won't do it right now, I'll do it outside in case I spill some seeds, but I just have some bird seed like this. There's some nice yellow birds right on this package, and I'm going to put them in the bird feeder. All right. So, I wonder where Milton is. Are you?
I'm here.
Thank you. Oh, you taped them on for me and everything. So you can see, friends, what I've done here, or what Milton has done with Princess Arizona. They have pictures of different types of birds. If that's an eagle or a hawk, I wonder if that's going to scare our little friends. Here's the picture I just drew. And here's another couple beautiful birds here. All right.
You like it?
I love it. It's great. So, first thing we'll do is we'll take the stick we have here and we will put it through. Just have to get it through here. There we go. Now birds, this stick may not look like it's very much, but birds are so light. It's beautiful. They can land on here, and this stick will be more than strong enough, and then they can reach in to get the bird seed out. All right? Now the last thing I'll do is, I have a hole punch here actually. I thought maybe I would try it. Again, please ask your parents for help. There's no need for anyone to get hurt or hurt themselves, whatever, trying to make a hole in a bird feeder like this. And we're going to put the string through here, you see that? Like that. And through this hole here. And then I shall tie it up. Like that. And now we can hang this bird feeder, and I'm going to staple the top or tape the top like this, and then we'll be able to hang the bird feeder with some bird seed inside of it, and we'll be able to watch the birds tomorrow as they come to feed.
Yay!
All right, it's going to be lots of fun. So anyways, another great sign of Easter, and this is a way of sort of us sharing our joy and thanksgiving and love of nature and the world that God has given us. It's able to share our joy with something or someone outside. All right. So that's that for today, my friends. I appreciate you being here. Milton, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Actually, my friends, I got a little surprise present for Milton today.
What?
I did.
What kind of surprise?
I got Milton a banana. Yes.
Really?
This is yours. You can keep it.
trembling with excitement.
Look at this. Well, you better keep that banana.
Does it feel like-
See you later, Milton. And see you later, everyone. Peace to you and happy Easter. Bye-bye.